Hello everybody, how are we doing today? So today I'm going to talk about Blue Eyes White Dragon and the deck, and the structure deck that is going to be coming out later this year. So we know the structure deck is coming out sometime later this year in the OCG, and then it'll come to us, the TCG, but we don't have any inkling at all what it's going to be in it. Now, before I even knew of the structure deck coming out, I had built this deck, and it works very well. So whatever comes in the structure deck is bonus to me. I don't think Blue Eyes White Dragon is going to be making a dramatic comeback, but then again, look at what Harpies are doing. So we don't know. We won't talk. We don't know yet. So I'm going to start by talking about my monsters first. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon comes out a lot in this deck. Blue Eyes usually comes out every single duel, and a 3000 beat stick is still hard to deal with in today's game. I would not suggest this deck for a tournament, but it's a fun deck. And it will be some good decks out there too. So first off, 2 King of the Swamps. This card's awesome in this deck. It gives the deck legs, searchability. I don't usually use it to search out poly because I usually have poly in my hand, or I draw into poly very quickly because I run 3 of them. So it's usually used as a substitution if I have 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons in my hand, and usually that's what happens. And then I'll get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, or something of that combination. And plus, it helps me get this guy out, Dragon Master Knight. It helps me get him out when I have Dragon Mirror. So it works. Next cards we have 2 ritual cards. White Dragon, I said wagon. White Dragon Ritual. We run 2 because we're going to run Paladin of the White Dragon. Now, you may wonder why I run this ritual card. Its ability is awesome, really. It's only 4 stars you have to sacrifice from your hand, so I've sacrificed a Blue Eyes from my hand. I had Monster Reborn in my hand, brought Blue Eyes back that way. So I get 2 Blue Eyes. Paladin's effect, if you don't know, is when it's summoned, you can sacrifice it for a Blue Eyes, but that Blue Eyes cannot attack this turn. So usually what I do is I'll use his other effect, which is if he attacks a face-down monster, it's destroyed automatically, which is awesome. So I'll usually attack and then sack it for Blue Eyes. Next up, we run 2 White Stone of Legends. No more than 2 is necessary, I find. Otherwise, it just becomes a useless card. And a good card to get White Stone Legend out, or just get another Blue Eyes if you want to activate Poly quickly, is Masked Dragon. That's why we run 3. Defensively, and plus you can get White Stone of Legend out, get Blue Eyes to your hand. If you have Kaibaman in your hand, you can use Kaibaman. Kaiser Seahorse, he's a 17 beat stick with the ability to, if you have 2 light mods, it's 2 tributes, so Blue Eyes it works for perfectly. Kaiba used this in the old days. So if you have Blue Eyes in your hand and this is already out on the field, you tribute this and get Blue Eyes out. I may skim it down to 2, but I don't know yet. 1 Lightpulsar, you know what he does. 1 Mirage Dragon, I don't want more because I may switch a Mirage Dragon out for a Kaiser Seahorse, but it's usually not necessary. 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, awesome. 1 Gorz, because we only run I think like 7 or 8 traps in this deck. Gorz is, if you can't get Blue Eyes out or any of the other boys, Gorz is a very good outlet. Core Magma Dragon, I'll just let you have a look-see at that card. It's part of the Core Magma deck that came out back in the day, I think in GX. Now this ability you may think is a dual sword, but usually it never affects me, it will affect my opponent more. And that is that if I have to reveal once per turn, I have to reveal 1 dragon monster from my hand. But because of this, my opponent can't special summon light or dark monsters to their field, and I can't either. Yes, it's a light deck and a dark deck, but it's usually not that big of a deal. To my opponent, it's worse for him. 1 Prime Material Dragon. 1 Cyber Dragon, because we run Poly and we run King of the Swamp. I'm able to get Twin Cyber Dragon out. 1 Axe Dragon. If you have an Alexander Dragon, I have him in my horse deck right now. I would replace it with this, but I use it because it helps me get Lightpulsar easily because it's a dark. 1 lindwurm for piercing and a big beat stick. 1 breaker for other MST and another dark for Lightpulsar. Dos kaibaman. I don't speak Spanish. Dos kaibaman. No more than 2. And he actually is very awesome. Summon kaibaman. Blue eyes. And finally, the king. 3 blue eyes from the original Kaiser starter deck. Awesome. Now we'll go over magic cards. 1 monster reborn. 1 dragon mirror. If you draw into this late game, it chooses you an ace in the hole to get 5-headed dragon out. 1 dark hole. We hate our back row, so we run heavy storm. 3 poly. I tried it with 2. I didn't like it. 3 usually works. 1 swords of revealing light. And 1 MST. Next up we got traps. I'll show you. Excuse me. 1 magical cylinder for the win. 1 scrap iron scarecrow because this deck can run a little slow sometimes, so good defense. 1 mirror force, and for defense again we run metal reflected slime. 3000 defensive monster. A token. And also it can be used as an exceed, I think, too. I'm not sure about that. You have to look that up. I don't think you can. But and 1 compulsory evacuation. Now to the extra deck. 1 Queen Dragon Daijin. Amazing card. 1 Cyber Dragon, like I said. Twin-headed Cyber Dragon. 1 5-headed Dragon. 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. 1 little Karibo token for gorz. You've been gorzed, man. And Dragon Master. So, that's the deck in a nutshell. Try it out, have some fun with it, and take care, you all. Remember always to like and subscribe my videos and my channel. Thank you, and good day.